Yeah,
She can do it, man, hopefully.
and then Melanie, I think, hit 3 or 4 against Harlingen.
Yeah.
Helped them get off to a great start. Okay,
Should be
let's
cool.
see. What do you think, Vinny?
Are they going to do do you know if they're going to do the national anthem?
They didn't say.
Should have asked. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we can start, even if it's a national anthem, we'll just talk kind of slowly. No, it looks like they're going to go straight. You don't wait for it? Trust me, I've talked over the national anthem many times. I'm sorry. Without wanting to, sometimes I would have to. Just all depends. I think they're just gonna go, man. That's me.
All right. What do you think?
Let's do it.
I think we're good.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you give us the cue.
All right, guys. Whenever.
All right, welcome. It is really to the playoffs is where we're at now. You say playoffs? Yes, it is the version, if you would, of the Lady Panthers, one of the champions here in district. As you hear the announcer kind of announcing, we might have the announcement of the players. But Mike Gonzalez is joining me this evening. Mike, we're happy you're here with me because this game deserves a couple of people to look at it. That's for sure. As tonight we have a interesting ball game between PSJA and Weslaco High. Mike, welcome. Give us a little bit of what you're thinking here for this evening.
Well, first of all, Fred, I'm happy to be here.
Yep.
I'm very excited. I'm pumped. This is my first basketball game of the season.
Yeah.
And the playoffs are here. You know, the players always bring their A game, play at another level here. You know, I'm sure there's college scouts here. There's
Right.
all kinds of coaches here. And, yes, these are two very good programs. It's actually a rematch of last year's bi-district round in which Weslaco won in this building on February the 12th of last year, 61-39. So you bet that PSGA in the back of their minds kind of have that revenge factor in them that, hey, we payback, you know what I mean? And in Weslaco High, under Coach Griselda Fino, have made the playoffs every single year under her. Right. This is, I believe, her 15th year.
Right.
And they have had at least 20 wins every year under Coach Fino. And she's aiming to win her 11th straight bi-district championship.
Wow. You say that easy. It's a lot of work that has been done there by Coach Fino and the rest of the staff here for the Lady Panthers. So it's a big matchup tonight. It's a bi-district matchup as we await the national anthem and we await other things. And I think they're just going to go into the starters at this point. We'll tell you this. We'll tell you that this game tonight that is happening here on the campus of PSJA High is a matchup between I was saying earlier, the Lady Panthers won and shared the district championship with Harlingen. On the other side, PSJA High comes in as the third team in a tough district that they also had to compete in. So it's 2 games. If I was to ask you now, Mike, as we kind of prepared for tip-off here, a difference between, in your opinion, from last year's team to this year's team, they met here. If you were to say one thing that is the difference, might be a difference maker for tonight, what do you feel that might be?
Well, in my mind, Fred, the answer is that the Lady Panthers are without Morgan Perales, who they lost very early in the year to a torn ACL. Right. And PSGA have most of their players back. Pretty much their core players are back from last year, and they have a very good size, very athletic. So you bet they're going to try to exploit that matchup right there. On the other hand, with the Lady Panthers, they've always had very good guards on their team. They've always been guard heavy and always do a great job in pressuring the basketball, cause turnovers that lead to fast break points.
Right.
And that's always been something that Coach Fino has had since she took over the Lady Panthers. They've always found a way to still win basketball games regardless on who's on the court. And the number one thing that they've always depended on in back of their pocket is defense.
Good. So experience against experience, a lot more experience perhaps on the PSJ High side. You're right, the Lady Panthers, as you mentioned, missing their top player tonight. Keep in mind that also the PSJ Bears, the Lady Bears, will be missing one of their players. Heaven Estrada will not be participating tonight. So what we'll do now is we'll take a brief timeout. We'll let them get the national anthem, and then we'll come right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an exciting playoff game, bi-district playoff game between the PSJ Lady Bears. We are live at PSJA High School on the campus there here at in FAR as the Bears take on the Weslaco Lady Panthers. We're happy you're with us yet. Once again, we'll introduce the crowd that is here besides the Weslaco faithful that made it. We have a good friend, Mike Gonzalez. He will be joining us this evening, talking a little bit about basketball. And then we've got Jay Garza and Vinny Berry bringing the sounds and sights here from PSJ. Should be a fun one. We talked a little bit what we call our little pregame that we had, talked a little bit of what to expect. Now it's just, it's what the coaches have said. Now it's time to go play, right? Everything looks good on paper. We've talked about what we feel might be some of the differences and good things that might come from here. Keep in mind, and we'll say this now, the winner of tonight's game will face already a San Antonio Brennan team that already won last night. So Brennan waits in the wings, a tough team that we'll talk about later, and we'll address that. But for now, it's time for tip-off. We're happy you're with us. It's a live game here being brought to you on KWES. And we see the Lady Panthers are wearing their purple tonight, while the home team, PSJ Lady Bears, are wearing white.
Well, let's go over the starting lineups first for PSJA. We have number 5, Jackie Molina, a sophomore. We have number 11, Scarlett Silva, junior. Number 12, Kayla Hernandez, the number 1 scorer in the Rio Grande Valley, is averaging 22 points, 14 rebounds. Number 14, Christy Baragan, she is a junior. And number 25 is Leslie Tinoco, a senior.
Yeah, so we get the Weslaco Lady Panthers win the toss, or the tip-off, I should say. They get it in, and really Ramey will be the main handler tonight. But as you see, the PSJ Bears want to push, want to get started, and there's a turnover. Quickly, Ramey gets the ball. They want to push. The Lady Panthers do. Get it right across the opposite side, off the backboard. Nothing there. Little too hard there for Alexa Davila. She will see a lot of action tonight. So will Ana Vela, and there's going to be an early foul to begin with. Kayla Hernandez is going to be an outstanding player to watch. Number 12 in white. She averages about 20 points per game as an average. Of course, they lost one of their big-time players, Heaven Estrada, not playing tonight. So we'll see how much that affects the Lady Bears. Here's Tinoco getting it back inside. There's going to be another turnover. Ramey pushes. She wants to get the ball inside. They try to do that as much as possible, but this works too. Takes it, nothing there. Boy, you're just kind of waiting around for Melanie Carrion to get it rolling.
Yeah, early on we see Ana Vela guarding Hernandez there. I think they're just trying to utilize her size. She stands at 5'9". We know the Lady Panthers, with the loss of Morgan Perales, aren't very big anymore, but she's doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, Ramey, another turnover for the Lady Bears, and quickly here comes Ramey Medina, picks up her first points and first points of the game. Nicely done there with 6:32 left to go here in the first period. A little bit of pressure now, 2-0 is your score.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming with a trap there. They're trying to get the Lady Bears uncomfortable, and we have another turnover.
Here comes Ramos. Ramos likes to push and then take a shot. See if she does it. Does it exactly that. Nice pickup by Destiny Ramos. Quick 4 points for the Lady Panthers with just 6 minutes into the first period. You're right. Looks like they're trying to get it inside the post, and Coach Fino mentioned we got to limit that. See if they continue working it as they push it into, of course, their top player, Kayla Hernandez. We talked about her being able to dominate here in the post. We'll see if that continues to go. Ramos trying to pass it on to the other side here.
So one of the things Coach Fino told me is that we got to front Kayla Hernandez, and they've done a good job so far. But in that last possession, the Lady Bears were able to get the ball inside, and we saw Hernandez get the easy basket.
Yeah, and that could turn over into this type of thing if they could kind of get it into play. Lots of outside passing coming inside to Hernandez. They send it back to Tinoco. Wesley is the older sister, right? She's the older sister of Rebecca Tinoco on the team.
Well, one's a sophomore and one's a junior.
Nice.
And we see a foul there.
Yeah, the Lady Panthers, when it's exciting to see them when they like to run. And then talking during the season to Coach Fina, she said, look, we like to run, but that means we got to get that ball. That rebound is important. As the first attempt here off the line there goes nicely put in by Jackie Molina. We were talking earlier that she might be the one stepping in for Estrada at this point. That's what we believe. They could be they rotate players, right?
And if it is her, Fred, we're talking about a young lady that's only a sophomore that is going to have to come in for a young lady that is averaging 18 points this season. So, that's big-time shoes to fill for a playoff game.
Right. Nicely put up there by Ana Vela. Quick 4 points, and then after that, Vela says that's enough of that. 4:55 left to go here. There's another turnover. Excellent play there by Carrion. Ramos is wide open. They're going to give it to her. She wants to take it. Takes it right back in. Vela will control that. Back outside. Back outside of Ramey. Ramey takes it. Makes it. That's a three-pointer right there for Ramey to start. Well, continue her shooting. 4:34, 9-4. Is the score.
The young sophomore, they're using the glass. They're already with 5 points this first quarter.
Quickly, another turnover. Ana Vela wants to push. Back to Ramey. Ramey does push. Takes it. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Ramey gets that rebound right now. A lot of shots have been missed early on by the Lady Panthers. But, once you kind of get rolling, get that stroke, just a matter of time before they start rolling. Kind of going in there.
In a playoff game, Fred, usually it takes about a quarter to kind of get those nerves out. I have a feeling that the Lady Panthers are just a little nervous right now, and that we have a substitution. We have a Villalpando coming in. Kenny Villalpando, usually a starter if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
And coming in off the bench today in for
Ana Vela,
who did a wonderful job to start the game.
That's one thing and I'm happy you mentioned that because, in the middle of the season, Coach says, I'm going to experiment with this. Ana's been playing so well. Here comes the defense. It's just outstanding right now for the Lady Panthers as Tinoco drives. Tinoco wants to get in there and does. Leslie comes up and she gets that bucket for and here comes Ramos for the Bears. Ramos takes it for the Lady Panthers. Ramey comes up and grabs that rebound. And once again, we're talking about the fact they're missing those shots. Just kind of get things going. And then here comes an easy shot by Medina. And, she's got a real nice shot, the way she shoots. Again, we mentioned just a matter of time before those things keep coming down. Tinoco wants to drive all the way in, does.
We call a
and
charge.
There's a foul going the opposite ways. Nice play there by the defense for the Lady Panthers. They get the ball back. They lead 9-6. 3:20 left to go here in the first period.
And that was Melanie Carrion who gave up her body there and stopped that fast break. But a good sign for the Lady Panthers, Fred, is that they're winning the rebounding battle, which considering that they're undersized in this game, they're doing a great job getting those second and third opportunities. However, they just need to finish. They're missing a lot of bunny shots early on.
Yep. So that's exactly what they're trying to work on. The Apando is right in the middle there. Ramey's going to come inside the three-point line. Doesn't matter. Ramey hits it. 11-6 now. The Lady Panthers on top of the Lady Bears.
And what I love, Fred, is that there's no hesitation. If you notice, she gets the ball, doesn't hesitate, doesn't move her feet or anything. She just lets it go and is doing a great job.
She's doing a nice job. Scarlett Silva, who, by the way, didn't play last year because of COVID. Well, she looked good on that three-pointer. Nice play for her. And Coach Trevino mentioned there's a block there in the middle by Hernandez. As she mentioned that she's happy to have Scarlett back right in the middle. They're making a special effort. You can see this, Mike. They're trying to get the ball into Hernandez in the post, right?
And that's why it's important on a missed shot, you got to hustle back because PSJA will try to exploit that.
Right.
And you can, like you mentioned, Fred, they're trying to go to the inside. We have another three-pointer they're calling it.
Now Jackie Molina, the young sophomore, quickly another three-pointer. They take the lead now, and here's some action here. Back inside, and there was a travel. 2:08, and those three-pointers back-to-back by the Lady Bears have put them ahead 12-11. As we get a timeout here, it looks like Coach Fino wants to make some changes as well, right?
Yeah, we have a substitution then. It looks like Bella's back in the game, and I think she's giving Melanie Carrion a rest.
Right.
So now you have you got Vela in there and Villapando.
Here come the Lady Bears trying to get it across, and again, you're seeing how their offense runs, and they either do that with Tinoco, or they like to go in the middle there with Hernandez. And Hernandez is being double teamed at this point, and that's going to be a walk.
Great defense there, great defense. If you notice, Fred, they just had their hands up, and that's what the coaches teach you to do. Just keep your hands up. Don't try to strip the ball, don't try to do anything. And what happens is it forces her to do something that she's uncomfortable with, and so she did something uncomfortable. She moved her feet, traveled, turnover.
One of the key points we mentioned during our brief pregame that they were going to try to do, and here comes Ramey, takes the shot. Nothing there but nice rebound. He's going to put that up as well, and nothing there. Once again, they're doing a good job of boxing out and getting those rebounds. It's just not falling the shots out. Tinoco wants to push. She likes to take it all the way in. Does that, misses the shot. Hernandez is there, and Hernandez will pick up another bucket. Now this pace is back and forth, and at one point you'd think it would favor the Panthers, and here comes a shot by Ramos, and Ramos hits a three-point shot as well. We'll tie the game with a minute left to go in the first period.
And that stopped an 8-0 run by PSJA. As we mentioned, they got it going from the three-point shot there, and hit another jumper, but Destiny Ramos with a big three-pointer there.
Right. Tinoco has the ball. A lot of pressure being put on now as we see the ball coming up the other way. There's going to be a timeout there by Coach Trevino. So they take a timeout. We'll see if there's any loudness. It looks like we're going to be okay. So let's talk a little bit as the score is 14-14. Kind of early on, we talked about, you mentioned that exactly the fact that they're making an extra effort to make sure inside they even double teaming Hernandez, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the guards stepping up, and as we've seen it over the years under Coach Fino, they just come in and they trap you. And the thing is, Fred, usually Coach Fino doesn't show that till maybe about the second quarter, maybe the third quarter, depending on how the game unfolds. But I think one of the adjustments she made is, hey, this is a playoff game.
Yeah.
We're not going to waste any time.
Sure.
We're going to go after them right away. And, so far they've done a pretty good job. They've been able to get some turnovers, get it going, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
She said the first thing that said when we spoke to her, she said, it's win or go home. So you got to pull out everything. Don't wait anything for next week or later on in the week. This is the time to get rolling. All right, so putting it back together here for the Lady Panthers and Lady Bears, it's 14-14.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Fino said to me earlier today was we got to limit their guards from scanning the floor.
Yeah. Shot up, Hernandez right there. Hernandez is going to be fouled. So if you're the Lady Bears here, you're hoping, all right, we're hoping that we're getting into Hernandez, and if she cannot get a shot, we're hoping she gets fouled, right? That's another big thing. That's another way of getting some quick points, and she will go to the line here and try to pick up some points. But yeah, you're right that This is something that Coach Vino no doubt understands he has to kind of do here. The shot goes up, and it is good.
Well, what's happening is that she's positioning herself right there underneath the basket by the block area in the paint. So if there is a miss, she's just using her size to get the ball back down and go back up strong and either make the basket or get fouled. And that's exactly what happened.
15-14. Shot is up. Shot is missed. Ramey is there for the rebound. Lady Panthers will want to push. Ramey does an excellent job running this offense. Back inside to Vela. Vela just a little too hard there off the backboard. And here comes Hernandez. Hernandez, you just got to get in front of her. At least you try to, because you know she's going straight into the basket. Nice rebound there by Alexa Davila. Ramey on the other side pushing. Back the other side, gonna take a three. Takes it. Nothing there. And the clock will expire. So after one, it is the Lady Bears with a 1-point lead. Make that a 15-14 game as the first quarter comes to an end. We will take a timeout and be right back with more action here on KWES. All right, and we're back. You know, in our experience, we're used to the gym being super loud at half. At least that's the way at the Sepulveda Gym complex on the campus of the high school. But here, yeah, it's a little more serene, if you would.
Well, we've had a lot of big games already, including Friday night's seeding game. And, you know, with Harlingen in town, you know, that's always going to be a big game.
Right.
Something that's worth mentioning, Fred, is that both of these teams not only played last year in the bi-district round, but they played early in the season this year in a tournament.
Okay.
And the Lady Panthers won 62-35. So they kind of have PSJA's number a little bit.
Kind of know each other then.
They kind of know each other, yeah. Both teams are familiar with each other, yeah.
Start of the second period, 15-14, Lady Bears on top. But this has been the theme of the first period, really. A lot of turnovers going the Panthers' way. We just got to get those shots to fall. Puts that up, and that's going to be a foul. Nice attempt there by Alexa Davila. Her and Vela are very active on the boards when they're in there together. Ramey has just continued her dominance, man, on the floor. She is quick. She's fast. Now we see a shot here from Alexa, senior guard for the Lady Panthers. First one not falling. 15-14. I remember talking to Coach after, you know, during the game or after. It might have been after. I'm not sure exactly, but against the seeding game. And she said, look, just shots weren't falling. You know, we just couldn't get those going. So a little bit of that, as you see. The ball just coming out of the rim there, and there's a jump ball. Possession will still continue for the Lady Panthers.
A great job there by the Lady Panthers getting their hands in there and getting that jump ball. So even though they missed a free throw, they still have possession.
Second chances, right? That's what it's about here. They get it across the other side to Ramos. Ramos is always looking for a shot. Let me tell you, Villalpando back the other way to Alexa Davila. Davila wants to drive and does, and she gets a shot. Now that's one way to slow down Hernandez. Try to get her into foul trouble. That's always another way of looking at it, right? Trying to attack the middle where she resides.
We saw Alexa Davila. She saw a wide open lane up the middle there, and so she drove aggressively to the paint and was able to draw the foul. And she missed her first two free throws, but let's see if she can make 1 out of 2 at least. She missed this one.
Yeah, misses the first one, and that you know, and that just kind of happens. You know, you have those kind of nights, you know, where you just kind of hope that, you know, you hit him all the time in practice and warm-ups, and then all of a sudden that happens. See if she can really pick up one, and she does. So that'll give the lead back, or to make that change that. That is a tied game now. 7:20 left to go, second period. It is a bi-district playoff game here in the tournament. These two teams are playing defense. The Weslaco Lady Panthers are. Nice block, just sends it off. Yeah, it's 15-15, second period. Lady Bears trying to get the ball with no excuse to the middle. They're not apologizing for that. They want to try to get in the middle or take, you see, there it is again, trying that post again. And that's where Hernandez is at. Hernandez, not just 20 points a game, but averaging 12 rebounds per game as well. Here comes Ramos. Ramos takes a three. Nothing there. You just know that it's got to fall eventually. Hernandez will drive. Hernandez will push. Nothing there by Hernandez. Nice play by Ramey. Ramey will now push it. She's pushing a little more. Around the back. Inside. Wants to take it a little too hard. Off the backboard for Davila. Hernandez wants to penetrate. Gets it back inside. Easy pass for her buddy, friend. Number 5, Jackie Molina, the young sophomore. We're back to a 19-15 game. Lady Bears on top with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. It's been a fun game to watch. Molina, that's Medina that will take a shot. There's a nice rebound there by Melanie Carrion. You know, you just have a feeling that once Melanie can get rolling, and you have Ramos out there as well, Destiny, who can light it up.
Yeah, so yeah, Melanie Carrion, Davila, and Ramos all need to get going. They're a little quiet right now, but you know, we know what their potential is.
4-point game. Lady Bears attempt another three. Nice rebound by Villapando. Villapando will get it out to Ramey. Medina will push. Medina will have a player outlet out there. That's going to be a nice way to get the pass inside and get a score. Nice play there by Alexa Davila. She's been active here.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Ramey Medina. She's having a very good all-around game, scoring, rebounding, and right now she showed us the passing. And now should we see her with a steal?
right on cue. Medina wants to take it, does. Ooh, just falls off to there, and Villapando is there. Villapando wants to put it up. It's going to be a jump ball. And that's going to go back to the Lady Bears, possession for them. But yeah, you're right. She's an all-around game here. Remember, Ramey is just a sophomore for the Lady Panthers.
I just kind of feel like right now she's just kind of telling herself, you know what, let me try to take over here. You know, my teammates right now are just still trying to get into the game a little bit.
Yeah.
I know eventually they will, but right now I feel pretty good. Let me take it to the basket. Let me go for the layups. Let me do, you know. Yep. And she's doing a great job right now. As you mentioned, only a sophomore.
Nice way of getting in the lanes of those passing lanes. And here comes a travel. We're saying this defense is playing well for the Lady Panthers. Key is, can we get some of those shots to fall as Ramos inbounds to Ramey. 4:40 left to go. 2-point game, 19-17. Speaking of the passing lanes, nice break up there by Christy Barragan. They're counting quite a bit on her to kind of get things rolling for her tonight.
She's got those long hands there, almost came up with the steal.
Yeah, she can play some defense. So here comes Davila, wants to go up, nothing there. There's a block by Hernandez. Hernandez will push. Hernandez will lose it. Nice play there by a quicker Ramos. Every time she goes into that square, or at least attempts to, she attracts a crowd of Lady Panthers. Going the ball back to Molina. Molina will get back to Tinoco. Get it across to the other side. Looks like they're trying again, making an effort here to get it inside.
You see Villapando kind of coming up slowly there.
Gonna take that shot, nothing is there. They picked up there and being pushed up by Davila. Davila wants the ball. Davila's gonna get it across to Carrion. Carrion will push, Carrion will score. Nice play, you gotta get her rolling. Ties the game up at 19. 3:45 left to go here in the second period.
And we just see Melanie right there, determined. She's like, okay, guys, here I come. And we hope that she's arrived now.
Yeah. Here comes a three-pointer. Nice attempt. Falls off, nothing there. Ramos, nice rebound. She wants to push some more, gets the ball across. She's going to get fouled, though. Nice play there, kind of pressuring Burley, and that's putting Molina in a bind. And Ramos, and she picks up a foul.
And right now, Destiny is kind of going like, oh darn. She saw a teammate on the other side and was wide open and was going to make a layup, but the official called a foul.
Back inside to Melanie. Melanie lets it drop. Lady Panthers will take the lead again, or make that, should be 21-19 it is. 21-19, 3:15 left to go here in the second period. Tinoco gets it across. A lot of pressure, as you can see, by the Lady Panthers. Very active here this evening. Tinoco kind of looking to see if they can get the ball inside, outside. It's a little bit too far. Is Hernandez. Hernandez walked. Yeah, you know, you get a feeling when she's a little bit farther away from the basket, the harder it is for her to dominate. Once she's closed, then it's over.
Well, what they're doing is they're taking away the angles there,
Right.
and Alexa Davila did a sensational job staying with her and being strong there and forced that turnover.
Medina across to Ramos. They hold a 2-point lead. The Lady Panthers do with 2:43 left to go here in the second period. Nice game for both teams. Carrion wants to light it up, wants to take it, and then gets it across the other side. Is going to shoot that one. Nothing there. A lot of hands touching that ball, but nothing positive comes back for the Lady Panthers. The Lady Bears will attack. And that's Hernandez just putting it up, figuring, hey, might as well put it up, see what happens, and she gets fouled heading into the basket.
Well, the Lady Panthers did a great job getting back on defense. Villalpando was already waiting for the Lady Bears to get there, and while everybody else was coming, however, they just didn't have the right angle for her to stop Hernandez there.
Right.
As she got the ball and was able to at least try to lay up, but she got fouled. And the officials will always call that.
Misses the first one, Hernandez. 21-19, 2:23. Clock stops after that foul.
Did we mention Kayla Hernandez, the top scorer in the Rio Grande Valley? Coach Trevino told me before the game that she's already signed to play at Howard Payne University in Brownwood, Texas.
Congratulations. To her. Yeah, definitely a shot put up by Medina. Nothing there. Rebound picked up there by Christy Barragan. A little bit of some action on the floor, but here comes Tinoco. Tinoco wants to push. Tinoco gets it inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will score. Rodriguez gives another 2 points. Here comes Vela. Vela wants to take the step, and she does, but there's nothing there. And this tries to pick up her own rebound, and she does. Great hustle there by Alexa Davila. That's Davila. Back to her. Davila wants to attack, does. Attacking on Hernandez, and there's nothing there. Just missed a shot. Excellent execution by Davila on their best player there, but just couldn't finish it off.
I'll tell you what, Fred, I mean, for her being a little undersized, she's not afraid to go up against Hernandez there and was trying to post her up, and we see a charge there. Great job, Melanie Carrion. I think that's the second time she's drawn a charge there, but we saw Alexa Davila looking like Shaquille O'Neal down there in the block. And then even though she missed it, I noticed that she kind of gave a little smile.
Yeah, it's like, I can't believe I missed that.
Well, but you know what, Fred? I mean, regardless of what happens moving forward, you know, later on, years later on in life, when, you know, everybody's together, she can say, remember the time when I took Hernandez, I tried to post her up? I should have made that.
Yeah, and we're going to be on that video. Great. Fantastic. And then comes a nice move there by Villalpando. Boy, they needed that. They get the lead back 23-21 with a minute left to go here.
So first it's Alexa Davila, then Carrion. Now we see Villalpando get going here.
Yeah.
So I think now the Lady Panthers are in the rhythm all together.
Comes a shot. Three-pointer foot is on the line, though. Nothing there. Lady Panthers are going to run. Boy, Alexa Davila has been dominant here as she takes a nice, quick shot there. Right. Nicely done. You can tell she's in rhythm. 25-21, 30 seconds left to go. Coach Trevino is calling the play here and basically saying, give the ball to number 12. That's what we want.
But look at Rainy Medina there fronting her.
Yeah, coming across the other side.
So they'll give her space. They'll give her space on the outside, but when she tries to post up in the block is when they'll try to front her there.
So nice defense, and Coach Fino and the staff are doing a good job of placing the players, these athletes, in good position to succeed. Nice defense being played by the Lady Panthers. You're right. It will be a turnover. I mean, chase that. It'll be a foul. Back the ball goes to PSJA. Lady Bears get it inside. Wants to take a shot, but Barragan, she passes it, and then she wants to put that up. Nicely shot there. Nice just puts it up there, and let's hope it falls, and it does. Nicely done there by Tinoco. Three-pointer at the buzzer does not count, but it doesn't matter because your Lady Panthers take the lead into the half. It is 25 Lady Panthers, 23 Lady Bears. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a timeout, get everything ready, and then we'll come back with more action here. It is a bi-district playoff game between the PSJA Lady Bears, Weslaco High Lady Panthers. We'll continue in just a few moments here on KWES. All right, welcome back. We are live here on the campus of PSJ High at the Bear. Basically, we'll call this the gym. We're used to being at the Sepulveda gym, but as the action is about to continue, just a couple of things before we get into it. Well, it might kind of give his halftime thing here, how we see it. Just Kayla Hernandez, which she's been scoring at will. She has 9 points. So I said, are you sure? Then a couple of other players have, Jackie Molina has 7 points. On the other side for the Lady Panthers, it is Medina Ramey with 7 points. And then you have a couple of players that are tied with 5 points. And that would be Alexa Davila with 5 and Melanie, make that Destiny Ramos with 5 points. So those are your scoring leaders. Mike, your thoughts?
Well, Fred, I thought the Lady Panthers are doing a great job on Kayla Hernandez. You say that she scored, what, 9 points?
9 points, yeah.
So that's a little bit under her normal average.
For sure.
She averages about 22 coming into this game. And, in fact, earlier in the year, she scored 15 in the tournament. So if you can just keep her underneath what she's used to, then, hey, Coach Trina will take it.
Yep.
Coach Trina will take it. And, as we know, basketball is a game of runs. And we saw the Lady Bears with an 8-0 run in the first quarter to give them a 3-point lead at one time. But the Lady Panthers ended the second quarter strong by outscoring PSJA. I think it was like 10-2 or 10-4. So, with 2 quarters down, Lady Panthers now with a 4-point lead, as we see was at Alexa Davila.
Yeah, Davila has been very impressive. I've been impressed by her. And you mentioned her, Ramey Medina, another player who's been playing really well, both defense and offensively. Yeah, you're right. They're up now by 4, 27-23 with 7 minutes left to go here. Third period has been an interesting one.
Yeah, and we noticed, Fred, the Lady Panthers are just kind of starting a little soft here, a little solid here. They're not pressuring the way they were early on.
Right. Maybe a little zone, maybe a little bit, dropping a little bit, just giving some space there. Is that what you're thinking maybe? As she bounces it off of Ramey is big number 12, big because she has some big time scoring ability. And you mentioned she's going on to the next level, right?
Yeah, Howard Payne University,
nice.
I believe. And you know what? Our good buddy Joe Aguilar texted me that he got his bachelor's degree there. So nice little connection there.
There you go. But she dominates in the post more than Joe.
A little bit.
Shout out to Joe, man.
Joe will dominate announcing.
I think that's right. Nice way that it pushes. There's a push, but they're going to call that a foul. Wow, I thought it could have been gone the other way. Hernandez with a nice play there. Hernandez doing a good job. Now she's been okay at the line. She's missed a couple here and there, but really the main thing is she's getting to the line and getting her shot off. And there's the first one. Yeah, that's exactly what happened on the other one. First one is missed.
She's actually missed her last 4 free throws.
Oh, wow.
When she went to the line late in the first quarter, made 1 out of 2. Missed her second, but has missed her last 3 or 4, but finally made one.
Davila pushes. Davila, man, everything was there except the shot. Ramey wants to look at it, gets the ball inside the Carrion, but that ball is going to be stripped. It's going up the other side. Tinoco will push. Tinoco will push and push some more and then get back the ball across to the other side. Nice movement there and recovery by the Lady Bears. And you're right, they're kind of spacing out a little, right?
Yeah, and it looks like it is a zone defense there.
Yeah.
But so, I noticed that Vela is staying with Hernandez. They're not giving her any space whatsoever there.
That's right.
Unless the ball is on the far side like we see there. So we may see, this looks like a box and one perhaps.
That's right.
So let's see here, either a box and one or maybe a man defense.
Nice play there by Tinoco. She's a nice handler.
Yeah, it is a zone defense because they're switching.
And here comes that defense that works. Ramey wants to push it. Ramey takes a shot, and she's going to get fouled. Nicely done again by Ramey. He said we've been talking about her and just a young sophomore, but we've been impressed. Really a young sophomore, not a lot of experience when it comes to playoffs, but boy, doing well.
Yeah, but I think she was on the roster last year, actually.
Okay.
She did get some playing time, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe I'm not. And she's really stepped up her game, especially this year with the absence of Morgan Perales. And then we also got to mention that Jetsa Vizca was lost a few weeks ago to an injury.
Yes.
And she would come in and play heavy minutes, but Ramey has played all year long.
Right.
But she's actually stepped up her game a little bit more as of late.
Right. Nice timeout called on the floor, 28-24. That's our score with 5:25, and we were mentioning the way the defense has been there all evening for the Lady Panthers. Again, just some of the shots have not just quite falling. They do have the lead, and so we'll see if that type of defense that has given them a turnover will still continue to work.
And now we see some pressure.
Yeah. Get to see that a little bit now when Hernandez is trying to push it inside. She's going to get that rebound. She's going to lose that ball, and it's going to go the opposite way for the Lady Panthers. They're making her work. I think that's what we're trying to say. When she's not in the post and she's not standing there, she's going to dominate. But if you make her run around like she is there, you might have a chance that if she wants to push it up. Does. Nothing is there. It's going to get stolen quickly by Ramey Medina. Ramey loses it. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez puts it up, and Hernandez gets it.
Well, that was some sequence right there. We saw a lot of exciting things happen on both sides of the ball there. But, again, you mentioned, I think you bring up an excellent point. The Lady Panthers are just playing aggressive against Hernandez there. So we see a block there. But making her earn those points.
Nicely done by Ramos. A nice assist to Carrion. Lady Panthers do increase the lead 30-26 with 4:25 left to go.
Yeah, Destiny Ramos hasn't had a productive game scoring, but she's doing a great job driving in and dishing it, finding the open players.
Nicely done there by the Panthers. Now they have a lead here. Just a slight lead, but it's been back and forth here. Now there's a timeout called by Coach Trevino. And talking to Coach Trevino, and it's funny because we're focused a little bit on the Bears for a minute as the timeout happens. She mentioned, look, I don't have the luxury of having all the girls here throughout the year in the basketball setting. These girls are multi-sport athletes, so a lot of them play volleyball. A lot of them play other sports, track. They run track and they do other things. So when she has them, she says, I really cherish that time that I have with them, and they're putting her together. And then, of course, you mentioned the injuries that have happened as well to the Lady Bears. It's quite impressive to see them come out of that district and be here, at least because of what they've been through. But, yeah, they don't have a lot of time together per se. That's what the coach was saying. But every single time they make it count. And that's something that Coach Trevino mentioned. That way, we can kind of have an idea of where the Lady Bears, the program, has come from. They're trying to establish that nice program and keep it going as much as possible. On the other side, well, you've talked quite a bit about Coach Fino and her success. And I remember she mentioned once, she says, look, it's 16 years, 16 seasons. Last week, we're just kind of getting started. This is we're used to. This is where we start in the playoffs. So you have, two good teams going at it tonight. You see by the score, 30-26. You have a dominant player. You always have a player that can be that, and Weslaco does too. They have some players that can light it up and defend and do all these other things. So here we go. 4:20 left to go, 30-26. Third period. Lady Bears have been successful when they want to dish it from the three-point area. Quickly there is nicely picked up. They're going to take that shot. Why not? Is a nice one by Scarlett Silva. Coach said we're going to try to see if we can get her rolling if something happens with Kayla. Getting back across, Davila puts it up, hits the front of the rim, nothing there. Ball will go the opposite way, turnover for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, Alexa had a good look there at the basket. She was probably too open there. Sometimes when you're that open, you kind of think twice about it, and she kind of hesitated, missed. And Lady Bears with the basketball now.
Tinoco has been the ball handler all night tonight, and there's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, the Lady Bears, their guards are really facilitators. They try to facilitate the ball, obviously, to Hernandez, but when they need to, they'll take a jump shot or two. Tinoco puts it across to Barragan.
And we talk about the Lady Panthers and how well they play defense. So one thing that have done very well tonight is just they've been able to put their hands in there and get those jump balls there.
Right.
A lot of times, if you're too aggressive, you'll foul them and the officials will call the foul. But the Lady Panthers have a way of just putting their hands in there and getting that jump ball call.
And so the ball it's not a pass, but it was short on the shot. Then Hernandez picks it up, and she knows what to do with it. It's underneath the basket, puts it up, and either she's going to score or she's going to go to the line. In this case, she goes to the line. Hernandez is running into Coach Lupe Rodriguez at the halftime. Now the head coach for the PSJA Bears, he said, man, we've been blessed to have her these 4 years. You don't know how special she's been. So in the community here, in the district, they know who she is. And you mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast, one of the top players in the Valley, right?
And you know what? We talk about the program overall, and head coach Nelly Trevino, as we see another made free throw there for another tie game there. But this is her 5th year with the Lady Bears. They've made the playoffs 4 out of 5 years.
Wow.
So she's done a wonderful job coming in here and kind of changing the culture a little bit, bringing that winning attitude. She's a former assistant at Sharyland Pioneer, and before that at Sharyland High.
Quickly, the ball comes inside. That's going to be up, and that's going to be good. Alexa Davila continues her excellent play from the court. Picks up a basket, too. And I will add one more, and I told her jokingly, and maybe she says, no, let's do it. Speaking of Coach Trevino, we'll await the shot. She's married to Coach Rick Trevino. So I said, it's usually the other way around. We talk about the head coach of the boys, but now we're going to talk as the head coach of the girls, and we're going to put you. So greetings to Coach Trevino. So we'll make the extra basket there. 3-point play completed. Makes it a 33-30 game. 2:50 left to go. Third period, there's a nice block. And, oh, boy, he just nicely done there. A for effort for Alexa Davila. She almost A plus effort, that's for sure.
Because she got that 3-point play, and then she got that. So great job.
That is true. That is true. So get the ball across. A little bit of pressure now applied there. There's trying to get the ball up, and it is. Hernandez was there. Hernandez will get another big rebound. She wants to put it up, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Once again, we see Hernandez there trying to go up strong. We see 2 Lady Panthers, and what happens? We got a jump ball there.
That's right.
And the possession arrow, Weslaco High.
So Weslaco will now get the ball back. Again, 33-30, 2:29 here in this playoff game. This has been a fun one to watch as a fan. And no doubt as some of the alumni from different schools make it here, some of the parents are here. A nice representation by the communities of Weslaco and Farr. Lady Panthers trying to make a move inside. There's nobody there. They're trying to get the pass inside. Alexa did to Carrion, it looked like. But this Carrion wasn't quite looking for it. Turnover. Lady Bears now will get it. Tinoco will handle, will pass, get it across. A little bit of pressure applied there. Tinoco will try to penetrate and does. Puts it up and nothing falls. Picked up quickly by that's going to be a jump ball.
And Raimi Medina right there.
Now, Raimi, again, has been a pivotal player. Now she's asked to guard Hernandez, so doesn't get any easier, but she's doing a fine job out there this evening. Tinoco has the ball back. Tinoco wants to shoot. She takes it. And nothing there. Hernandez wants to take it. Nothing there, but she gets fouled. Gonna get 2 shots there, and that's what, again, the Bears are counting on from her in the post like that she's going to be able to pick up some points. Yeah, you were talking earlier about the loss of, we see 2 shots here coming up. The first one is made by Gitzel Fiscali. She was a great, not just a teammate, obviously, but she was talking to Coach Fina, she says, look, she's a great defensive player as well, role player for us, and she comes in and gives us a spark. Not there for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I was just about to say that she was like a spark plug to the team.
Yes.
They used her kind of all over the place a little bit. She would come off the bench. She would start some games.
Very talented.
They kind of moved it around. She played multiple positions.
33-32. Nice shot there, attempt. Raimi puts it up and it's blocked. Raimi wants to get out of there, and it's going to be Ramos. Takes it, nothing there. Rebound, Raimi. That's going to be fouled. Take that. That is Carrion. That is Melanie who went up. It was in a nice spot. Nice box out for her. Nice rebound, puts it up and gets a foul. So with 125, we've kind of come down to a couple of possessions that have gone to the line. Not too bad on fouls at this point for the teams, but it is a 33-32 game here for the Lady Panthers, trying to extend the lead. Carrion misses the first.
Yeah, you wonder how Carillon feels right now because she's working so hard down there defensively and getting those rebounds and having to take on Hernandez at times. And, you know, you wonder how her shooting stroke is as she hits that free throw
Maybe
there.
that'll help her. Makes the last one of the two, makes it a 2-point game, 34-32. Tinoco has been playing guard basically all night tonight. She's been, I would say, one of the minutes leader for this Bear team. Gets it back across to Molina. Molina and Tinoco have been the ball handlers, back and forth, trying to get it inside. Hernandez gets out of that spot. Tinoco wants to get it across, does. Pushes it back to the other side. The defense is tight for the Lady Panthers. Again, these guards are playing, and there's a strip. There's the ball's going to be pushed, and they're going to call.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Nicely done here. The Panthers will take possession of that one.
And they're doing a great job with the rotations there. We saw the Lady Bears try to kind of move the ball around a little bit, trying to maybe they can feed Hernandez, but yeah, they don't give her any space unless she's away from the ball there.
Right. Carrion has the ball. I'd love to see her going, or maybe Ramos would be great. Raimi thought about taking the three, gets it back to Ramos. Ramos kind of looking and kind of getting everybody into position. He wants to take this one. She is going to drive. Gets it back across the other side. Somebody was open there, and they're going to take that shot. And it's nicely done and in. Kennedy Villapando, number 12.
It's one of those situations, Fred, where if you're going to leave me open, I've got to take the shot and just follow through. Nothing but net.
Yeah, the Panthers will live with that. They'll have Kayla Hernandez take three. She's right. The clock was running down. So after three, boy, what a fun one. Hope you're enjoying this one wherever you are this evening. Happy to bring it to you. It is a 36-32. 36-32 now. The third period comes to an end, and the Lady Panthers continue with their lead. Now, remember, at half, the Panthers led 25-23. Now the Panthers continue. Can they keep this up? We'll see. Now, I might thinking a little bit ahead. It's interesting. A couple of things in talking to both coaches. Coach Trevino mentioned, hey, by the way, I remember that it was a tournament you were talking about when they last played each other where Weslaco High beat PSJA. He says, you know, that was the game and I'll never forget it. And I thought she was going to say something like, well, you know, we played it hard. We did. She says, no, because that's where I broke my ankle. I said, what? How did you do that? So Coach Trevino today is wearing a soft shoe because she just got over, the cast got removed this past week. So she has been on the cast ever since. It's just, I'm never going to forget that game. And I thought she was going to say something, you know, about the game. She said, no, I broke my ankle. I said, oh boy, you know, that's something you want to remember, but just wanted to mention that.
Well, a lot of these coaches, what they do is, especially if it's loud in the arena or in the gym, they'll stomp their feet or something. I don't know if that was the case, but, you know, maybe she lost her footing somehow, some way. Maybe she got too excited.
Yeah, something like that. and you know, I asked her just to kind of finish the thought with her. She said, hey, so next week, you know, you win. What do you think? She goes, you know what? I'll be very honest with you. She said, I'm being very honest. I haven't even looked. I said, no, you got to be kidding me. I said, you've got to at least kind of have an idea. She goes, no. I have not wanted to look. I don't want to know. I know it was yesterday, but I don't want to know. I said, you don't want me to tell you? She goes, no. I said, okay. It'll be a surprise.
I mean, I don't know when was the last time the Lady Bears advanced to the area round, but it's just one of those situations where let's just focus in by district.
Exactly.
Because, you know, they're being in the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years.
Yep.
I'm not sure how deep they've gone, you know, after the by-district round. And, you know, maybe they just want to get this win for the program so bad. Then you can worry about the area round if you can just pull off the win.
That's it. All right, back to the action, 36-32. Oh, I thought Hernandez wanted to take a three. Hernandez penetrates inside, and she is going to jump that ball. And, boy, Raimi she got a little bit of a shoulder, it looks like, in the nose area. Yeah. You know, when somebody's that tall, that physical.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, she's showing us how tough she is, along with the other Lady Panthers there in coming through with the challenge.
And she takes the three and makes it. She says, don't you hit my nose ever again. Three-pointer for Amy Medina, 39-32.
I think this is the biggest lead for the Lady Panthers.
I think so. I believe so. The Lady Panther faithful here, as a shot gets put up, Barragan is there and she's short. And Hernandez will clean it up and she will get a couple. And the Panther faithful here are making some noise. Here comes quickly up, a nice shot there, nothing there. Nice way. She had an open shot, just couldn't get it. Was Vela and Davila. There's nothing there. Hernandez is there, and that ball is gonna be. They thought at least, well, Davila thought that she had gone over on taking it out. Coach Fino does not agree, and so all the rest of the Panther fans that are here in attendance at the Bear Gym.
But you know what, Fred? Even if they called a foul, you'd rather have that than have her make that easy shot there, and that's why.
Right. She's been so-so, I guess we use that word, for now on the line. She's been dominant everywhere else, 34-39.
You're the one that made that great point earlier in the game where they're just making her earn every point.
Yep. Medina has the ball. Medina gives a smile. He's just like enjoying this. Quickly getting me both. They were trying to call on this Carrion. Carrion misses that, but it's going to be back to Medina. There's going to be a turnover as the Lady Bears push. Hernandez pushes. She's going to lean in, and she's going to miss that shot. She grabs her own rebound, and they stop her, and it was tipped. So they play that back. They keep on playing. A lot of action and commotion here at the gym.
Yeah, the coaches want it up and down. I saw the Lady Panther bench there jumping up and down. They wanted an
wide open shot does not fall, and it's going to be picked up by Carrion. Take that, Ramos. Ramos will push. She will push some more, and she will take it. Oh, and so close. But here comes Davila. Alexa Davila. She wants to push, and she wants to take it in against Hernandez. Hernandez gets a piece of it. Rebound. She's dribbling down the court. She wants it all, and she's going to get a foul. You can see that she wants the ball. You can see after that block that she was not going to pass the ball to anybody.
She's just basically saying, get out of my way.
That's it.
Let me take it over, and
nice.
She's doing that, going coast to coast. If she gets her hands on the ball, she's going to take it all the way. I mean, we're talking about a senior.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't want this to be the last ball game of her PSJA career.
And the shot is in. Remember, we're in the fourth period, 39-36. She makes the first one. This is a close game. Weslaco High, the Lady Panthers created a nice lead.
In a game like this, Fred, that's this close, a playoff game, fourth quarter, fundamentals.
Yep.
It's going to come down to fundamentals. Who's going to take care of the basketball?
37-39. Here comes Davila. Hernandez misses. Davila wants to take it. She does, and she's going to get fouled, but it rims out. Boy, she had a chance for an N1 after if it would have fallen. But again, a foul by Barragan will send Davila, who's had a fantastic game tonight.
Yeah, the fans down here were ready to explode along with the Lady Panther bench if she would have made that shot.
I'm just saying right now, if Destiny Ramos gets a shot and she makes it, oh my goodness. First shot is up. It's going to create all sorts of pandemonium on this side of the gym. As in the meantime, Davila makes her first.
And we have a substitution there. We have Trinity Martinez going in for Christy Barragan.
Yep. Okay, so 40-37. Second one is up, and it goes off the side. Tinoco will push. Tinoco knows they've got to get some points, and they're going to go to their point scorer. Why not? And they kind of fall there, and that's going to be done. That's going to be a foul. Carrion is asking the official, wait a minute, what exactly happened? I heard somewhere, it's all about perspective. Maybe that's the case as the Panther faithful are talking about that. Hernandez will go to the line. She struggled here and there. A lot of noise coming from this side of the gym. Makes the first one. A lot of noise on the opposite side as well. Feels like a playoff game, Mike.
She's already gone to the line. This is her sixth attempt in this quarter alone, and we still have 5:32 left.
Misses the second one. It's going to be picked up by Carrion. Ramey will get it. Ramey will push to Carrion. Carrion will try to slow things down a little bit. Wait till all the players get back into Ramey's hands. Ramey looking around. There's Ramos. Ramos looking back the other side. Villalpando draws Hernandez out. And she stays out there, and Hernandez, Ramey's out there. Davila wants to penetrate, does. And nothing there. And there comes going to be a bit of a, looked like a two-handsy. Could have been away from it, but I thought I had seen somebody put the hand across her hand. It's going to be over the limit now for the Panthers, so.
It's a 1-on-1.
Yep. For the Lady Bears, Hernandez at the line, 40-38, 5:03 left to go. It's an exciting playoff match. Misses the first one. Lady Panthers have a chance to extend it.
And if there's one thing we know about the Lady Panthers, Fred, is they're an experienced ball club, so they're used to being in these kind of situations, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if that's one advantage they have over PSJA, it would be that.
Carrion resetting things. Boy, the family of Destiny Ramos was saying, "Shamrock," they want her to take it. Lady Panthers are slowing things down, getting their shots off, or trying to get the shot off they like. Back to the opposite side of Davila. Ramos will take it. And she was close on that one. Nothing there, didn't fall. And there's going to be a foul called by the official on the other side of the court. That says, wait a minute, let's go to the line. That's 18 fouls. Too many for the Lady Panthers. 40-38, 4:15 left to go in the fourth period. This is a tight one in Far, Texas. First one is in.
And right before her attempt, I had a chance to see Hernandez talk to Scarlett Silva, probably giving her some encouraging words there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you can do this.
Yeah, tie it up for us, yeah. Misses the second one. It's going to be rebounded by Ramey. Ramey will push. Ramos will push. Ramos wants it. Ramos is going to take it. Ramos makes it. Destiny Ramos gets her basket to go in. Shot to go into the basket. 42-39. 3:55 left to go.
And that's Ramos' first field goal since the first quarter.
Oh, wow.
So it came at a great time.
Yeah, no wonder the family was asking for her to take it earlier. She's a great shooter.
Yeah,
42-39 is the score.
She had 5 points in the first quarter and has been held scoreless after that.
Shot is up. Hernandez is there for the rebound. Hernandez gets pushed. Hernandez, the ball's going to go out. Nothing there. And there's going to be a little bit of a chat. Makes it a 39-42 game. 3:33 left to go. Hernandez is going to give it back to Tinoco. And they're going to call a timeout. The Lady Bears are going to talk about it. So, Mike, okay, so let's kind of reset this. 3:29. 42-39. I hope the folks that are watching are enjoying this one. We are. This is a fun one. Of course, the winner tonight, let's talk a little bit about that. The winner tonight will take on a strong San Antonio Brennan team that already defeated yesterday. They beat Laredo Nixon 82-17. 82-17.
Very impressive there.
Impressive by the Brennan Bears. Just keeping one of the 21st ranked team in the 6A. A strong team. That's what's next for the winner of tonight's game. Coaches will tell you, look, we just got to get through this one. And they do.
And I believe they won their district out there.
It's a tough one in San Antonio,
right.
One of the better ones in San Antonio. So one of the better teams in 6A is up next for the winner of tonight's game. At this point, with 3:29, 42-39.
And if fans remember, Fred, usually in the realignment, in the second round, you would draw like a Laredo school.
Right.
But we just had the new realignment recently, but I'm talking about the realignment for counting this school year.
Right.
In the second round, you face a San Antonio squad. So that's why. Usually we would see them like in the regional tournament or something, but not in this case. Not in this realignment that we're still finishing.
And if you go back to that seeding game, if you would have been Harlingen, you would have had a different route. You would have played perhaps a lower seeded team.
A little bit easier, yeah.
Not the top seeded team in San Antonio. 6A basketball, ladies basketball. Well, we have one to finish off here. 3:22, 42-39. Tinoco with the ball. They're looking for Hernandez. They're not shy about it. They want to get the ball inside. Barragan is going to have to step it up as well. Hernandez has the ball. Gets it back to Tinoco. Tinoco almost loses it. She does. Gets it across. And nicely recovered there by Molina. Jackie back to Tinoco. Tinoco gets it across. Back inside. We're saying about Barragan having to step up. Barragan has the ball. Gets it right in the area of the post area. But she's now in the post. They're hoping that she can get the ball back. Coach Trevino says, settle down. Ball's inside in the middle. They push it too much. Here comes Ramos. Ramos gets pushed in the back. They don't call that. Ramos is going to take it up. Makes it. Takes it and makes it. 44-39.
And did you see what she did there? She kind of fooled the defender there, thinking she was going to go left, and still kept going right and was able to finish to get the biggest basket of the night, in my mind, for the Lady Panthers.
Destiny. She did a good job there. Picked up a nice bucket. Here come the Lady Bears. They know they got to score. Put up the shot. Same rebound. Picked up there by Scarlett Silva. Silva gets it across the other side. Tinoco, what does she do with it? She's trying to get it into Hernandez. Hernandez was not there. Hernandez is working extremely hard, but Raymond Medina back inside, and there's going to be foul away. But boy, we hope you can see it at home, the pictures that we're bringing you, because if you keep an eye on number 12, as we get the shot off here, it's going to be a foul going to the line here on a 1-and-1. Big number 12, Kayla Hernandez has had an excellent game, obviously. First one is up and it's short. Ramey picks that up. No, they're going to call it up. And it's going to be a possession going back to the Bears. But yeah, we're saying that they're trying to do that, and you're trying to limit her so she can get in there. So Barragan now comes into the post, and she needs to deliver. That's one of the things that Coach Trevino mentioned for the Lady Bears.
And we got 1:50 left, so time is running out for the Lady Bears.
Tinoco takes a shot. Nothing there. Picked up there to have another chance here, but you're right. Time is running. Tinoco wants to take it. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez pushes, and boy, they don't call anything.
They're going to call a block,
actually, boy.
And that was a pretty late call there.
Yeah. And the Weslaco fans are saying, hey, come on now. It's a 44-39 game. I think they called it on Villapando, but Villapando is like, wait a minute, I wasn't even near her. 44-39, 1:37 in the fourth period. This is it, folks. 1:37 left to go in the game. Hernandez takes the first one, misses it. And that's been the story, if we were to say, what is the difference, has been that she's gone to the line quite a bit, but she hasn't quite capitalized on her free throws. There it is, a miss again.
That was her 12th attempt.
Right.
And she's only made 5 free throws,
right,
so she's missed 7 of them.
That will come back if this goes the way it goes.
The Lady Panthers still can't get that ball back. PSJA has had the ball for over a minute since Destiny Ramos made that layup.
Well, that's great, but again, right, Mike, they got to score. 44-39, 1:25 left to go in the game. Excellent defense by the Lady Panthers. They just need one rebound. One rebound. Tinoco comes across. Does she want to go to Hernandez? No, she goes across the other side to Molina. Molina back to Tinoco. And there's going to be a timeout as Coach Trevino felt that offense was kind of getting stagnant.
Well, because they're running out of time. She's trying to tell them, like, hey, guys, do something aggressive. They can't just move the ball around. We only got 1:11 left, and you're down by 5. So even if you score a basket, it's a 2-possession game. That's 2 3-pointers.
Right. So it's been a nice game, folks. We're happy you're joining us live on KWES. You're joining us. It's been a fine basketball game. We're sorry that you missed the first 3 periods, but you're down to the fourth period, and boy, hold on to this one. It's a 44-39 game. The winner tonight will advance into the area round and take on San Antonio Brennan, who is 10-9. Well, at that point, I remember I should say the score that they had the last time they played Brennan, if you're Weslaco, 69-43. They had it in the tournament, And Coach Vino talked about that. That was the score there, but it was a long time ago, different team, obviously, for Brennan as we come out of the timeout. So what do you expect here, Mike? Do you see a little bit more of what the Lady Panthers have been kind of doing? Is that what you expect?
Well, I'm curious to see what PSJ is going to do here because, as we said a little earlier, they've been in the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. But I don't know how much success they've had in a bi-district round. But my point is panic going to set in a little bit? Are they going to do something that they're not comfortable with? Are they going to force something?
If it's not Kayla Hernandez, right? If it's not Kayla, who do you go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so. I'm curious to see how long they're going to take, how aggressive they're going to be. Are they going to move the ball around? Are they going to attack? Or, are they going to set screens? But they got to do it pretty quick.
Tinoco get the ball across to Barragan. Barragan to Tinoco. Tinoco will take a shot and it's partially blocked, and that's going to call a foul. Carrion says, no way, I got the ball. Oh, my goodness. So there's a foul. We're going to slow it down and take a couple of shots here.
Well, do you know what, Fred? Even if she hits these free throws that she hit her first one, you have 2 jobs. Number 1, box out.
Yep.
And number 2, rebound the basketball.
Right.
Make that 3 jobs. Number 3 job, make your free throws. If you make your free throws, you'll win the game.
And it's going to go the opposite way. Barragan pushes us out. And so that is going to go over now to the Lady Panthers. And you're right, now that plan of action you mentioned now has to take really the full control here as we see an offense-defensive player. Barragan will sit while the Trinity Martinez will come in. And again, this is for speed a little bit. The other one more for rebound. There we go, 1:07, 44-40. Back to Villapando. Villapando back to Ramey. A little bit of pressure applied. Back to Davila. Davila will get it across to Ramos. Ramos gets a shot and a foul. I guess she saved her best for last.
Well, you know what, Fred? I was just going to say, if there's one thing that the Lady Panthers are great at aside from playing defense, they do an excellent job at breaking the press there. And what I loved, Fred, is how patient they were.
Yeah.
As you saw the inbound pass to Villapando, and then she passed it back to, I believe it was Ramey there,
right.
And then she passed to Carrion. And just the way they broke that press, they made it look easy. And that's just experience there. As we see Destiny there making the free throw.
At a fall.
For a 7-point lead with 59 seconds left.
47-40. Bears need points, and they need them in a hurry. And they've been getting it one way all night tonight. It's Kayla Hernandez as she's in the post. And Weslaco will have none of it. They're going to attempt that 3. Desperation shot. Ramey will catch it. 42 seconds.
Carrion with an excellent box out there and a rebound there. And now Lady Bears are going to have to foul.
Not too many points by Carrion tonight, but boy, her defense, especially on that play. That possession was so important. So the Panthers, Lady Panthers, are coming out different roles tonight. That's all right. You'll take that as long as you can get the win. Villapando back to Ramos. Ramos gets it across. Hernandez is going to stop it, going to take it. And she's going to try to make it, but it is going to be a foul. And boy, you just kind of see that is the issue. A foul there as Kennedy Villapando gets a mouthful.
I'll tell you what, Fred. It's been quite the game for the whole Lady Panther team in trying to slow her down. As you can see, Villapando, she's fouled out there, so she's shaking Coach Trevino's hand there. But
get a drink of water, yeah.
Get a drink of water. But I bet these players are exhausted, and they've really earned. If they go on to win this game, they've really earned it.
Rodriguez puts up the first one and makes it. So it's a 41-47 game. 25 seconds left to go here. Kayla is an outstanding player. Puts that up, misses it. It's going to be rebounded. Nicely done there by Anavella. And there's going to be a timeout going to be called. And so you kind of want to reset that. Did I see right? Maybe I saw.
I think they called a foul.
They called a foul. Might have been a foul or might have been a turnover. It's turnover.
And they're not in the penalty yet, so we're going to have the Lady Panthers inbound the pass here. But if you're the Lady Panthers, you're not in a hurry.
Yeah.
You're not in a hurry. Don't force anything. Take your time. Make them foul you.
So they're going to take, well, yeah, that's their 7th foul. So you're right. They were not in the penalty, but now it looks like they're going to take that shot now. Looks like they just corrected
Well,
that.
yeah, I guess so. It
Yeah.
must have been
Yeah.
because I saw that they
That's right,
changed,
they changed
it. So
it.
I thought that maybe the next foul they would have been in the penalty.
As we were
but
speaking,
Right.
As you were speaking, they changed that. So benefits the Lady Panthers as they will take the first one and make it. Alexa Davila.
Alexa Davila, when I see her on the free throw line in the playoffs, it reminds me of a couple of years ago as a sophomore. She hit crucial free throws to help the Lady Panthers get it was an area round win at the time.
And she knocks both of them down, increases the lead to 49-41.
If you're the Lady Panthers, you do not need to foul here. You just let the clock run down.
They got to move it quickly. Tinoco has to do something. They got to take that shot, and they do, and that shot is going to hit. Nice shot there by Scarlett Silva. Little bit of pressure applied by the Lady Bears. Gets it across in the middle, back to, and that's going to end the game. As we were talking and they were focusing on trying to get it across, this game comes to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to tell you that the gold ball is going to stay and going to go to the Weslaco Lady Panthers. They'll be able to hold that on later this evening. What a wonderful game for both teams, but there's got to be one victorious, and that was at 49-44. Congratulations to the now by-district champion, Weslaco Lady Panthers. Again, they will hold up the golden ball. They will do all the things that come, and then, of course, to come pretty soon is a matchup in the next round with Brennan and Brennan taking on Weslaco. We'll talk about that later. Thank you very much. Any last point, any last thing you want to say, Mike?
Oh, just congratulations to the Lady Panthers, and for the 11th year in a row, by-district champs.
There you go. So on behalf of Mike Gonzalez, Vinny Berry, Jay Garza, I'm Football Fred. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Until then, go, fight, win.